What's up, everybody? You already know what time it is. It's another episode of Babble Talk coming to you once again for another dope episode. All right, so we are talking about the new Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie that just came out a few weeks ago, about a month ago now. We're gonna talk about it, what we like about it, what we didn't like about it, what we wanted to see, and everything in between. Okay, baby, let's kick it off. So in this movie, babes, I didn't look into it as much because I wanted to be surprised about the movie. I saw some things thrown around on the internet, but I didn't want to look too much into it. So, got the movie theater. I love the whole scenery. The graphics was dope. I really liked it. I know that they changed the script because of the loss of Chadwick Boseman.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, my man. And I don't know how I feel about it from that perspective. I understood why they did it, to be like, have him still be part of the movie in the beginning, to be like, well, something happened in between from the last movie into this one, right? Or why he got sick, right? And died and whatnot, right? I feel like, because you know how Marvel have the Marvel one shots. I think they should do a one shot video explaining, he don't have to be in it because he can't, but explaining like what happened and how he got sick, so it makes sense to understand the between that gap in between the first movie and the second movie, so the viewers can get a better understanding. Even though we already understand it, just I feel like it'll be better for, so it doesn't feel like, oh, you just changed it because he's not here with us anymore. Be like, no, it's like something else that happened that we're trying to incorporate it more into the show, into the movie. Um, what did you think of the movie? Starting off in the first
Uh,
few seconds.
I I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed like the whole aspect. I enjoyed Namor, even though it's Namer, but yeah, Namor also works. I enjoyed like the black culture, the Latin culture, how they both tied together in this movie. And then also spoilers ahead. For those who've seen the movie, that one scene where named Namor is showing Shuri the his underground kingdom, which was
Kalo
Kukulkan.
Khan.
Can't pronounce it. I'm Hispanic. I'm a Latin. I can't fucking pronounce this shit.
That's sad.
Kukulkan. Y'all know what I'm talking
Kalo
about. That one scene when he's just showing around kingdom. I fell in love with that scene, especially with the song playing in the background. I'm just like, yo, this is really nice. It is sad that it hit different because Chadwick is no longer with us. It did hit something. I'm not gonna lie, I did cry like 3 times in the movie. I feel like there really shouldn't be much of an explanation, because even if people want an explanation, like, oh, how did he get the disease or whatever, I don't think Marvel will like use the time to make that little one short clip or video. They're like, you know what, he he had a disease. That's all you gotta know. He got really sick and he wasn't able to recover.
Yeah, but these people nowadays, they want an explanation for everything, so they might as well do it to get the views, to get the money. At the end of the day,
That makes
you
sense.
know.
Yeah,
Um,
but
Now, going into this movie, right? Did did you know Ironheart was gonna be in the movie?
from what I heard, yes, because they announced it even like a while back. They announced that she was gonna make an appearance. I don't know if she was gonna make an appearance as a cameo or like actually have part in the movie, which she ended up having part of the movie. And I know a lot of people were like, I guess, well, once they saw her in the full armor, a lot of people weren't really with it because they're like, like what the hell was this? CGI wise, stuff like that. I say it looked okay. It wasn't too bad, but this is Ironheart. This isn't Iron Man. People need to get off that Iron Man. They need to stop writing his dick. No offense. I feel like they got too comfortable with seeing Robert Downey Jr. So much that they're like, oh, they want to see the same thing with Ironheart. You know what I mean? But there's a whole different character. So yeah, they're not gonna have the exact same thing. I get with the CGI, they look a little off, But other than that, the costume wasn't bad. I'm sure, and she's getting her own spin on the show too, so I'm pretty sure they might improve on that later on the show.
You know, going into the movie, didn't know Iron, but I like the costume, the first one and the second one, but I feel that in all the Iron Man movies, Iron Man learned from his mistakes to each movie and different encounters he been in, right? So in the first one of Ironheart showing her suit, right, it didn't work as well as she would hope. It did what it needed to do, but some parts could have been better, right? Then you see her suit the second time, right? And it's a lot better, it's a lot cleaner, right? But it still could be more better for the next, right? Since she couldn't take the suit with her, right? I wanted to know if she do get her own show or her own movie or whatnot. Will she make a new suit, and will this suit be slightly different than the one that she left for Wakanda? Different attributes of like this suit was good, but I wanted this to be part of it, right? And then if they do, see Shuri again, take the both and put it together, and make another one. Because each Iron Man suit is very unique, and it gets better and better and better over time, right? Or will she do some, have some Ironheart type of, like how Iron Man in one of the movies he had like a watch that turned into a glove, right? Because the movie before then it took too long for his pieces of his suit to come to him and stuff like that. How far is she gonna take it from the inspiration of who Iron Man is as a character?
True. I mean, I feel like Ironheart, her character. I mean, in that show, I'm pretty sure like when her spin-off series comes out, they'll explain more and not show her like character arc. But other than that, in the movie, she didn't do that bad job. She did pretty okay. Like I enjoyed her appearance. What did you think of the Queen? How do you like? I was kind of surprised they took her character, Angela Bassett, I think was the name of the actress. I can't believe they actually killed her off. I was surprised that she actually died in this movie. I thought she would just stay alive or something. But when I saw that they actually killed her off, surprise.
In the movie, I think she needed to die for Shuri to grow as a woman and as a princess and as the new queen, or right as a woman, as the new queen, and just as a person in general, because she knew what loss was from losing her brother, right? Losing the Black Panther, right? And how the Queen said before, like in the movie, like, oh, I have given so much for my people. I have lost all of my family, right? I lost my husband. I lost my son, right? Now I might lose Shuri, right? But she ended up dying, saving Ironheart and whatnot, which was, she drowned to death and whatnot. So I think Shuri knew that like the only way she will stop hiding behind her mother's shadow and being like, I will do whatever I want to do. I'm still soaking. I'm still trying to heal. Is like she needed to leave, so Shuri can be like, you know what? I don't have any more family. At that point in time, in which how she was thinking, I don't have any more family. Either I don't do this now, or I lose the people of Wakanda, which is the left of my family, right? So, it did suck that they ended up killing that character off. I don't think they really needed to, but it was necessary for Shuri to grow as the new Black Panther.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. In this Black Panther, I don't know. I felt like she was kind of bratty at some points of the movie. I don't know. I just felt like she was being a little brat. I was like, girl, to the point I'm like, girl, just relax. What are you doing? Like, stop. That's just me, though. But yeah, I get what you mean. They needed some way for Shuri to kind of rise up to power, for her to take that position as queen. So it was interesting. And then Namor, he was kind of a badass. He was a badass, let's be honest. I know a lot of people were kind of making fun of his little wings on his ankles,
That man was
but
moving
hey,
fast as lightning. You hear me? He was moving on
no,
those.
he was moving fast.
He was going. Them wings wasn't.
Yeah, and he wasn't playing around when he said, "Hey, you fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with you." He was not playing around. He delivered. He delivered. He gave them money. China, don't cross me. You're gonna get it. And he gave it to them really hard. And he didn't even take his whole army. He only took like a few people. Only took a few of his people to legit take down Wakanda. And Wakanda's supposed to be the most protected places ever, and they got took down by a guy with wings on his foot.
You're so stupid. Wings on his ankles. But I think
Yeah,
it's
ankle.
because as a nation that as a country, as a nation that Wakanda was like, we have vibranium. We're the only place that got it. We have all this technology. We have our own people. We are a unit, right? So that's why they
Right.
felt that we are more stronger, right? But they didn't understand the capabilities of what if someone else that might don't have vibranium but have something else that is either close to it or on the same match as it, right?
Mhm.
So having that, having them seen that and was like, man, we might be a strong unit together, but they have, they have, they have the water, right? And they have water, so it's like
Yeah.
they can get in and out, right, without the barrier detecting them and everything, because I guess how, I guess the barrier only went down so deep, right? And they just,
Yeah.
went right under it. For like normal, the government hit it, it'd be like, oh, breach happening, boom, whatever. So, seeing that, and Namor, that man, dope. I like his character. I like the character development. I felt like they did a lot of too many flashbacks for certain people, and to be like,
Like,
okay, this is.
you think
Uh,
so?
I think so only because it's like, okay, they. I feel that the movie could have been a little bit shorter if they would have did had Namor like a TV show, right? 5 episodes,
Uh huh.
just explaining his life into how he became who he was, right? The flashback went
Right.
bad a little bit too quick on certain parts of like, okay, he's the only person that with the normal skin color. He had wings on his feet. He have, he's very strong like his people and everything. He was, but he didn't. He's like he's not the same because his people wear the water masks and everything, right? And
Yeah.
he don't. Why is that? Why is he slightly different, right? His people is mutated, right? Have a mutation to
Uh
him.
huh.
That's why their skin is blue and everything. But but he's not. He's just a normal, you know.
I think
So,
they explained it in the movie, didn't they? Didn't they say because they drank something and
but
he was
all his
still
people are drunk
pregnant?
it though. But he was in the
Oh,
womb, right? Because his mom was pregnant and everything. I think
yeah.
the reason why is because in the movie, if you paid attention, the one of the people had, I think, something similar to a heart shaped herb and mixed
Yeah.
it together and had the woman drink it or whatever. And he had threaded a bracelet to wear. And it's the same one he gave to Shuri, but Shuri to test it and be like, oh, I got the chemical balance of what I need for this to work and whatnot. So putting two to two together, I understand why he's normal looking and everything like that. But me
Yeah.
personally, I feel like he needs his own standalone TV show or movie to understand this character and
I mean,
everything that he has seen. Because he said, I lived a long time. I've seen different people. I try to work with different people, but everybody keeps lying to me. Everybody trying to hurt, trying to take my resources. They do not care. So forget it all. I'm burning everything down. I'm,
right.
everybody's drowning, right? If you're not with me,
Uh
you're
huh.
against me. You
Right.
know.
So about name Namor. I keep saying name. It's Namor. I know that originally, I think they were in the talks of making either his own movie or TV series, but they kind of scraped that
Because
idea.
Sony still own it.
I mean, I know he will probably pop out other future Marvel films, but yeah, it was his idea was scrapped. The hell, even in the early 2000s, he was supposed to have his own movie as well, but it didn't happen. You know, this is the time where Marvel was still trying to get their stuff together. You know, early 2000s, and Namor was supposed to come out early 2002 or 2003. It was supposed to come out around that time, but again, Marvel never went through with it, and they made his debut appearance in the new Black Panther movie.
But
Again,
at
they
the
were
end
still
of the
talking
day,
to him.
they still could have made an animated short, animated TV show on it. If you need the actor, right? So
Well,
you still could have made it in a sense of right now. If you could, I don't know how it works. I don't know how TV works and stuff like that. But if they could have made an animated show on the character and whatnot, or just have it of like research files and different sort of like, have you heard about this lost city? It's called Talokana. It was this thing that happened years ago where it was this it was this winged man with it was this man with feet wings on his feet and stuff like that. Like when they went to like a different, you know, to Latin town and stuff like that, and they see like posters or warnings or like, you know, be on the lookout just to give a hint of when this character might come into develop, right? And to give you a connection, right? If you know what the Pixar theory is,
right?
If you know,
but
yeah.
What did I say? I know that sometimes Marvel they like to do comic series like before, because I know they did do one with Infinity War. Like this was like a storyline in between. So yeah, I know they do that. They like to make little stories, like little prequels. So who knows? They might have a prequel for Namor, for Namor. I guess that's the Namor. So I know they do that a lot.
What would you rate this movie?
Yeah.
What would you give this movie?
I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Yes. And then again, I think the movie in general was just a nice way to also tribute Chadwick Boseman. I don't know if you stayed for the after credit scene.
Yeah.
Or it was only one, so I thought it would be two, but it was only one, because apparently the rumor was that Dr. Doom was actually supposed to make an appearance, but he never did. But I guess that was just an idea. They scrapped it because, you know, the passing of Chadwick. So the other credit scene where they talk about his son, which was really nice.
Yeah, I like that. Now at least Shuri knows she still have a family. You know, she still have something to cherish. You know, so I think that was dope. I gave this movie a good solid 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It was a fun watch. Some things should have been explained a little bit better, but overall, some parts of the movie wasn't really necessary. Didn't really make sense. But I did like how they had old girl that was married to the detective came back. She was in a couple other movies and TV shows, like I think she was in WandaVision and she was in Captain Winter Soldier.
I forgot her name. The one that's assembling the Thunderbolts. I forgot her name.
Yep. Yeah. That was dope to see. Other than that, it was a good movie. It was a fun watch. So people, if you haven't checked out the movie, check it out. Let us know what you like, what you didn't like about the movie. Share it with your friends. You know, I don't know where Basil went. He went disappearing. His camera turned off or something. It's all good. I'm gonna close out the show.
Wait, what? Me?
Yeah, your camera went out.
Your camera went out. On my end, your camera went out.
It's all good. It's all good. People will put a little picture right there of Basil doing up the deuces. You feel me? Anyway, peace out. Have a good one.